my work does not use Trello. We use Jira.
Oh, even better.
Yeah, it's it's great. It's actually not that great. I don't like it.
I mean, yeah. What do we use? Oh, we use GitLab. We use GitLab
Oh,
Issues, which has a Trello interface. That's just Trello but bad.
yeah. I mean,
It's
GitHub
really
Issues has the same thing, right?
yeah. I think GitHub Issues is probably slightly better than GitLab's implementation because GitLab they seem they're very nice and I love their open source, but also they've done everything just sort of like in a very open sourcey way.
Oh, do not sell my personal information. Every time I like deliberately spend 20 to 30 seconds on this screen
And
unchecking
and you have
checkboxes.
to figure out which dark pattern they're using to get you to
Maybe
give you the
later.
information. Oh my god. Holy shit, so many labels.
You know about corporate Memphis? Do you know this term?
No.
So it is a design
Oh.
paradigm
I recognize corporate Memphis, that's for sure.
that I think Slack perpetrated upon people.
Uh-huh. Though the Facebook example in that I think was really, really critical. I've seen that one a lot.
The which example? This thumbs up one?
Yeah, I feel like I've seen a lot of Facebook. Oh my god, the Saturn devouring his son. There are so
Yes.
many really good Saturn devouring his son memes.
Yeah, it's really good. So this is corporate Memphis. What I think of mostly when I see this style is Notion.
Mm-hmm.
But Slack is definitely responsible for part of this. This is the original Memphis design movement from the
Oh,
80s.
interesting. Okay.
And it Pee-wee's Funhouse or Playhouse, right? Maybe a little bit of Talking Heads, like the later stages of that band.
Mm-hmm.
Um, are kind of Mondrian inspired as well, I suppose. But yeah, corporate Memphis
But it's
is this whole design.
extremely flat. Yeah.
And this circusy color scheme. I guess Google was partly responsible for this as well,
Mm-hmm.
right? This is essentially the
The
Google palette.
doodle has been very corporate Memphis for a while. Sometimes, yeah.
Okay.
Before it was artists doing it.
I see. I see.
Uh,
So you guys just are all in on GitLab then, just like ride or die. You
yeah.
use the wiki as well.
Yeah. It's
Oh
like
wow.
I know. And who uses wikis?
Mm.
No, it's strange because I think it's just like they wanted one contract with one software vendor, and they're like, "Well, GitLab does everything," and I'm like, "None of these. It doesn't do any of it well. Stop, please stop."
Yeah, I like Trello.
Hmm.
I'm into Trello.
I think
Trello has stickers and stuff.
Trello is like, it's good.
Trello Gold, baby.
The pirate mode is really, or the aging cards, whatever mode you picked for it was really really good.
Oh yes,
I'm a big fan of that one.
the show card.
Hmm. I think it's a power up, and
It's a power up.
you get to put one
Yes.
power up on every board, and that's the one that's always worth putting on there. Go
But I have
back.
Trello Gold.
Oh, go back one more level. I think you had power ups. How many levels deep does this menu go?
I don't know. Made
Wow.
by Trello. Card aging.
Yeah,
Do I spend my hard-earned stuff?
it's free, right? Did that do it?
It,
Oh,
does
sure
it do
did.
it?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so it's the ones that are faded or are older.
Mm-hmm.
I already don't like it.
Yeah, the thing I don't like is that it makes your backlog look really bad.
It's kind of depressing me right now. Yeah,
Kill it.
I'm going to discard that power up.
No, it's just
Enabled
a backlog of goodness right
settings.
there.
Disable. All right, everything's fine now.
I googled a bunch of Saturn devouring his son memes, and Mr. Peanut devouring his son is really the best one.
This is just gonna give me the actual thing,
Put
right?
meme on the end, yeah.
That's pretty good. Oh no.
A true thing of beauty.
It is true. Like, do you know the kind of branding practice where like the mascot is like an animal that is eaten, that the brand is of, like a cow mascot for beef jerky or something
Right,
like
like
that.
how horrifying is that Mr. Peanut is trying to sell you peanuts? Like,
Yes.
fucking weird. I really the one you know what the one good thing about Chick-fil-A, their mascot is a cow trying to sell you chicken. I feel like
I
that
didn't
was
know that.
marketing genius. Yeah, every Chick-fil-A billboard is a cow badly spelling the words "eat more chicken," uh, which is really funny.
Yeah, I suppose that's a net positive move from the climate change perspective.
Hmm.
Maybe a local maxima though.
Yeah, I don't know how many chickens we can eat before it's the same problem.
Yeah, right.
Oh god, they did the Mr. Burn memes in the actual Simpsons. That's funny.
Oh, yeah. Wait, is this a different one?
There's a second painting.
Oh, this is Rubens.
Okay.
That's gnarly.
Yeah.
That's
Huh. Fuck Saturn. That's
yeah.
that's gnarly. Indeed, gnarly is the correct word. Oh,
Good to be king though.
yeah. Take us back to Memphis faction guerrilla.
Yeah. Check out this new editor, man.
Whew. All right, are you a convert?
Well, I'm just playing with it. But I played with it enough to move some hotkeys over. So we are
I'm
going to
appreciating your
see-
notes. I'm going to use those later if this is worth
We are
it.
going to see how far this can take us today.
Okay.
Now, that being said,
What would you
you
do?
did some pickups, right? Let's play some.
I've done some pickups and I did a little turret AI as well. Yeah. Because the pickups were too hard to pick up.
Yeah.
Yeah, so there's two healths there. There's health and big health. You got big health. That's little health.
Yeah.
It's okay. You can hide behind the walls now.
I died.
They're still pretty hard to pick up.
It's still pretty hard. Yeah, I think I need to actually.
You gotta book it for the
I
center.
gotta protect myself. I gotta use the tools that are available to me.
Oh, I love it. Oh, hey, that's great because it blocks sight now. Wow. I didn't even think of that. That's cool. So I don't know if you checked out the code for this, but it's actually every turret is doing a raycast and seeing if it hits something that's not the player first, which is really cool.
I picked up health. It didn't heal me.
It doesn't heal you. It's just a pickup. I just put a bunch in there to be like, I wonder what it's like to make 10 of these. So
You know what? I'm
sorry.
doing this all wrong. Gotta kill these bastards.
There you go. Yeah, make friends save the day.
Yeah.
Do-
I died anyways. This game is too hard. Next game. I'm gonna do a different game. It's too hard for me.
That's so funny.
All right, I'm gonna make the health. I'm gonna make the health heal you.
Let's make the health heal you. Yeah.
Right.
Well, so actually, pop back over here real quick. I want to talk about how the scriptable objects are working
Okay.
because
Yes.
that'll be interesting. So if you go into the project folder, and go into prefabs pickups. Okay, so each of these has a pickup component on it,
Yes.
and it holds the scriptable object pickup.
Okay.
So if you go into scripts pickups, these are defined there.
So we've got the scriptable objects, and then
So
tabs based on them. These are the scripts that are attached to the
so
scriptable
these
objects.
are the scriptable object scripts. Base is just something that can include everything, but
Yeah.
then we have health and building materials and the component for attaching to game objects. But if you check it out, if you click on like big health and small health, they are instances of the health pickup script that have different health values, and that's it. What you can do is if you right click in here and do create and pickups, you can
Yeah.
add a new health pickup, and it's sort of like, it's weird that it like instances into this health pickup scriptable object we have.
Right.
So we can add a method on it that's like given a player object healed the player. I think that's kind of how you think about it.
Right.
So this thing gets instanced into a game object. Yeah,
Right.
it's a little weird. I feel like it's a little indirect, but it is nice to be able to like create multiples of a class of thing and sort of treat it as, instead of having to like make a small health script, a big health script that all do copy paste code.
Right. Well, it seems like if I wanted to,
And these prefabs are the models with.
yeah, and they point to these. If I wanted to have basically a drop down selector that let me selected a structured piece of data, this is what this facilitates, right?
Yeah, I think that's
Not
exactly
just choosing a single option or a single value. It is a structured piece of data that is itself something I configured inside this editor, right?
Yeah.
That sounds like what we're going for.
Yeah, I think that's right. And more than a structured piece of data, it's the same, is the same exact structured piece of data in all cases. So there is only one small, like, if you want to ask a question about what the small health pickup is, you're always asking a question about the same small health pickup
Yeah.
instance.
Yeah. Got it. Now, does Unity have where's my thing? Come on. Come back thing.
Oh, it totally does. Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah.
Yeah, it just
So-
that just works if you do it.
That's sweet. So that'd be like another way of doing this if you wanted to like put all the properties inside like a text file somewhere, but this
Yep.
lets you use the editor to configure this stuff.
Yeah, and it was really interesting just as I was like, before I started down this path, I was just like sort of Googling like how do people model inventories in Unity. And basically every one of them was like, well, we started with some scriptable objects and then made the inventory one too, and I thought that was actually a little overkill.
Oh, yeah, because you could go n levels deep with this kind of thing, right?
Yeah, well, and when the inventory is a scriptable object, if you put something in it, the data stays there after you run the game, and then you have to like have a on application quit, clear your data. And I was like,
No,
this feels
no.
like you've gone down the very wrong path of how to store data. So this
Yeah.
it was important for me that it's a network data structure for our actual inventory management.
Yeah, sweet.
Which it
okay.
But yeah,
So what is the inventory then? now that you
it's
mention it?
it's just a script,
It's just a script.
and it's a pretty dumb one too.
Okay. Okay, sweet. Yeah. So we lose the inventory between levels, which makes sense for our game. Sort of ephemeral. Okay. I actually added this thing in here. I'm guessing that was your intent is to handle the collision only on the server.
Yes, or only on the client.
Okay.
Yeah.
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 Server.
That's right. Yeah. Good call.
Okay. Cool. And then when we add something to the inventory, does health heal you immediately or what?
That's sort of. I mean, I was wondering about that. I think that's. I mean, it doesn't do anything right now, but that's
Yeah.
definitely what I would expect.
Okay.
Yeah. So
And it's not a health pack, it is health.
yeah,
Okay. So for health pickup is a base pickup. Maybe under base pickup we need to indicate.
like we need to. We could give it a abstract like on picked up method, if we wanted to.
Yes. Right, because maybe the pickup is what restores your health.
Maybe the health pickup scriptable object is what knows to say like I should go find a player. What even holds our health? Damageable? A damageable component on the thing that contains me.
Yeah.
I don't know. Or it has a function that takes a game object, takes a damageable, and restores health on that. This feels very indirect for this small thing, but I assume it's probably closer to what a fuller system looks like. So I'm trying to I'm trying to do it a little more gnarlier than I would have.
Yeah, the direct literal way of doing this would be to just like literally throw in if it's a health pickup, add to the health right now.
Absolutely.
Right?
Yeah.
But the other thing we could do is oh man.
I mean, there could be a callback. Callback's good. It could.
Yeah, what if I guess player movement, this is client authoritative, which is not what we want, right?
Mm. What are you thinking of for player movement?
Well, what I was thinking of is like the pickups are like there's a difference between like the pickup representation for like the object that's like collectible.
Mm-hmm.
There's like a collectible or the pickup, but then there's like the thing in your inventory. And I'm not sure if those two things need to be coupled together, right?
Mm.
Like and I think that's what the inventory does here. It adds the pickup. It adds like an actual object in there, right? And I
Right.
actually think that this name scheme kind of belies the problem that I'm talking about
Mm-hmm.
here, right? There
Mm-hmm.
should be a difference between the thing that you collide with and the thing that is in your inventory,
I think that makes sense. Yeah.
right? Um, so maybe there's actually a couple different kinds of things you collide with, pickups, right? There are uh
I had in my head health, building materials, and weapons,
okay, yeah, right.
and I think those are three cases that all work pretty differently, which is a nice way to frame it.
That is interesting. Yeah, there's like items, there's resources,
Mm-hmm.
and then there's stuff that disappears and then has an instantaneous effect on you,
Yeah.
right?
Bingo.
So maybe it makes sense to put that logic on the component or on the pickup subclass. So maybe you were right where we would have like a public abstract void on picked up.
Mm-hmm.
That's the picker upper, right?
Yep. And it can operate on it how it needs to. Yeah.
Yeah, and see that typing that was surprisingly pleasant. I didn't get any weird pop-ups and stuff, and it kind of knew where to go, and I could just go to game object here, and I get this whole thing. It's a
Oh.
little slow and pokey. If anything, like typing in this app is like even slower than Visual Studio Code, which is kind of surprising.
But slow and pokey is maybe not the worst thing in the world if it lets me type it correctly the first time, or
Yeah.
or doesn't spew a bunch of crap in my terminal about errors that shouldn't be there. So
Yeah.
that's compelling.
Now, what I wish this did though, however,
Mm-hmm.
whoops, did I pin that bias? Is that I just made an abstract function here,
Mm-hmm.
but it's not overloaded anywhere. So it's like nothing is complaining to me that I've. Oh, now it's complaining. It took a while. So it only happens when I actually open the file.
I bet if you switch back to Unity and let it compile, it would suddenly have some errors for you.
There would be a compile error, yeah. So
Do those
isn't this
filter?
funny that this errors pane doesn't show anything?
Yeah. Do those errors filter back here after? Huh.
Maybe these are build errors.
Well, you have a separate build up. It's so funny. Huh.
Yeah. Well, that's kind of a negative on this,
Mm-hmm.
because you kind of want to know, right? Maybe I'm not just not seeing it. No, I don't know.
I don't think you're missing anything. Yeah.
That's too bad.
I would have expected that errors panel to contain some errors.
Okay. Uh, on. And again, like I would expect it to help me autocomplete here, right?
Hmm.
Because I don't think I mistyped the base pickup. All right, so
No.
starting to learn. Maybe this isn't all it's cracked up to be, right?
Is there maybe an auto fix on the class to like add a stub for the method? Because it looks like it really wants to. Yeah,
Well, that was cool.
that's not bad.
Yeah. So what we're actually doing is adding the material to the inventory. Is that correct?
Mm-hmm.
So is the inventory? We're gonna change this around a little bit, right?
Yeah, I think
So
we'll have to.
maybe we have a sync hash set. And what is a material? It's a string.
I just made it a string. Yeah. I feel like we might get stronger on that one eventually, but right now it's metal and cores. Yep, makes sense.
And I can just do a new here,
You
and I
can.
don't need to do it in the. I don't
Yeah.
need to do it in the constructor or anything like that.
That's correct. Yeah.
Wow.
Well, because we don't really get constructors, we get awake. I think you need to give it a. You need to name it. It seems a little confused on the left side.
Yeah, I
equal
need to
sign.
give it some. I need to. That's right.
Yeah. And then
And
that
then
that needs generics.
I feel like it should be able to just figure it out, right?
Yeah, command plus. Yeah. Oh, holy crap! That's not right. Encapsulate field materials and use. What?
Yeah.
That's too bad. No.
Am I providing too many? Oh, it only has one.
Oh.
A hash set, a sync hash set actually only has one generic value. Oh, hash set. I want a hash map.
Hmm.
That's what I'm doing wrong.
This thing is not very good about tab hygiene, is what I'm noticing.
What do you mean?
I feel like it's like, is it putting them in a strange order?
Yeah, I was getting lost a little bit.
Yeah. It wasn't just you. I feel like things that I thought would be next to each other were not next to each other. Sync dictionary, probably.
Sync I dictionary.
What is the I?
I don't know.
Okay, nice.
Why is it an I dictionary? It's an interface. Does it have a concrete implementation? It does.
It's a weird thing to name something. I expect I's in my types, but not in my actual implemented class name.
Right, and this implements an I dictionary. Oh, I dictionary is like a generic thing in the collections thing.
Oh, okay.
Using JetBrains annotations. Is that a dependency of Mirror? It's kind of a turnoff. So I can do add, contains key, remove, all the good shit.
Nice.
All right, so on picked up, we get the inventory.
Mm-hmm.
What ensures that we get picked up by something that has an inventory, or the inventory actually handles the collision?
I think that seems like a nice way to do it for this one, because yeah.
Debug log error.
I thought it was just debug.log.
There's debug.log. I want it to be an error. I want it to be like an error.
Oh, gotcha.
Right. So that thing is just going to be gone. And then we do inventory.materials.
Do we have to do a get first to check presence?
We do, yeah.
Oh, it's just bracket syntax. Nice.
Inventory dot
materials. Just bracket string. Yeah.
Got it. Material type 0. So it assumes that this is going to be present. Does it throw otherwise?
Huh.
That's the way a lot of things work. So let's see, iDictionary.
Oh, there's a contains key method. Ah, there's also try get value, which will give you
Key
a
not found. Oh, try get value.
yeah.
Oh, and it uses this clever thing.
Hmm.
I mean, that would technically work, I think.
Mm-hmm. I guess we got that or contains.
And then is this how you do references?
I think so. Mm-hmm.
Oh, so this is just this.
Well, I think it wants us to use it.
Unnecessary assign. Oh, I see. It wants us to use it. Okay.
Yeah, I think you can have 0 as the default there too. What does it assign if you don't have anything?
It's gonna assign the the default value of int, which is probably 0. I'm guessing that's the 0 value. I don't think there's such thing as uninitialized variables in C#, right?
Oh, that's weird. Okay. Oh, otherwise the default value for the value type of the value parameter. It's weird.
Is it designated default value? Yeah.
What?
Sometimes there's null, right?
That's amazing. Cool.
I guess it's just 1, right? Because our building materials don't have a quantity yet.
Yeah, unless we added it to this class.
Okay. Let's just.
I think that's it.
Okay. Actually, I wonder. Is there set if not exists? Is there such a thing?
Oh. Huh. That's a good question. There is triad. What is the failure case?
I don't see triad here.
Hmm. Oh, I'm looking at dictionary, not iDictionary. Well, that explains it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, not a big deal. This is fine. This is slightly ugly to me. It's kind of weird looking to me. The other way we could do this is we could say value equals 0, and we could say if inventory.materials
Contains key.
contains key material type.
Yeah, I mean, I prefer this style, I think. Inventory.materials, but yeah.
Oh, yes. Okay. Totally down for it.
Maybe I've just been in Rubyland too long, but passing an int by reference to modify it is super scary.
It's a little funky to me.
It just feels weird.
I agree. Okie doke.
Cool.
No, we're gonna want some way of visually indicating this, right? Should I? Let me go through and
let's do the rest of them. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just materials and health right now. I didn't do weapons, but that was my third case that compelled me to at least give this system a shot.
Okay, got it. So
really, we just look for the damageable on the game object passed in. You know, I do like about this is that anything with a damage roll can pick up health now if we give it the system at least.
Math.max. Nice.
Beautiful.
System.math?
Mhm.
Uh, yeah.
We want the min of that. Yeah. Otherwise, you could cross the threshold.
Sweet. Now I can do something like this,
Ooh.
or I can do something like that, which almost gets us there.
Not bad. Not bad at all.
Yeah. Okay. So that's our two things. Now I should be able to heal at least, right?
I don't think you called that method.
Oh, you're right.
Not to yuck your yum. What?
So I have to initialize it with something?
I thought you just did.
No, I actually have to feed it. Is it System.dictionary? Collections.dictionary?
What? System.collections probably, yeah. System.collections.generic, I think, is the full.
Oh, that's horrible.
Oh, that's really interesting. Okay.
Do I understand this? Maybe they want to make sure. Maybe they want to allow you to synchronize. Would you ever pass the same dictionary twice?
Let me throw this out there. Mirror does offer sync dictionary, which doesn't have the signature.
Oh shit.
And then
This
and then we don't
makes
pass
quite a
anything
bit
in.
more sense.
Yeah. I guess we were implementing the genericized version of that.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't love this view. Have you found a layout that you prefer to this?
To default, yeah. Why does do tall? I like the one that stacks the.
Yeah, I think I like this better.
I do that, and then if I need it, I stack the scene in the game view, top and bottom, which is sometimes kind of nice.
Yeah, and then you don't have the console, but it can be added somehow.
Yeah, you can. I think just if you right click next to the game tab, I think you can. Yeah, can you just add it by?
Right click is not doing anything.
Add tab. There you go. What?
Ah!
That's unexpected. Does it? Huh. Whoa.
Well, that's cool.
That's cool. Oh, I also like this in one column view for what I'm using this one. If you click the kebab menu next to project, it'll do one column layout. Yeah.
Oh shit.
I know, because the weird graphics thing was no good.
Life changing. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What is a console anyways? Is the console already open somewhere? Is that why it's not?
Wait, is it in general? There it is, console.
What the?
Okay. Well, I think you can drag that tab if you wanted to.
Why?
No, you gotta do it. Well, you gotta add it from window, then drag that tab into wherever you want it. It'll work.
All right.
Some real Photoshop programming right there.
Yeah.
Nice.
Where do I prefer it? Actually, it's probably this is still the right spot.
Did we actually call the method?
No. It's this, right?
Pickup. Dot on picked up. That's terrible. And then this, I guess, self. What is our game object? Yeah. That seems right.
So the pickup component.
I mean, it holds the scripted object and it does the spin.
Okay.
The spin was really critical. I had to put that in there. Sorry.
Yeah. Shoot me, bro.
Hey, very good.
Shoot me more.
You're gonna die.
Oh, I died. This game is lethal.
They do seem to make it through the walls eventually. I tried to raycast from where the turret was currently looking to see if it could see the player instead of where it. I tried to not let it lead the player like our old system, but it still does, which is disappointing.
Oh, that's the big health right
Yeah.
there.
They work. That's nice.
They work.
So if we go into oh boy.
I want to play the game I made.
It's
I
good.
killed one.
It's good, right? I've turned it into Dark Souls for tanks though. I'm sorry. It's really hard.
Yeah, there's no roll. I need a roll.
We need the iframes, yeah.
I need a parry. What would a parry be in this game? Would it be confusing?
Ooh, that'd be I really like games that have a shield that like throws stuff back at you, so not that confusing.
We could do a time to parry.
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever had a parry where you I still want to make like as a quick game jam game, a bullshit parry game.
Oh yeah, no, I really like that idea.
Okay. We need to actually show the pickups now, right?
That's correct, yeah.
Okay. So how does the HUD work?
Yeah, welcome to HUDland. So I would go back to the scene view real quick and get us to level 1, which is actually a challenge. I wish there was like a higher level thing for that. Yeah.
Yeah.
The gizmos. So
I don't know how to turn that off actually.
oh, scroll at the top. It's one of the network transform or network identity. Network identity. Damn.
Yeah, let's see if it removes it. I'm not sure. I'm skeptical.
Huh.
Network identity doesn't have a gizmo.
What?
And check out how I have multiple of the
Isn't-
same thing.
Isn't that weird? Yeah, that confuses me.
Oh, so that happens for you too.
Yeah, mine has those too.
And it didn't change anything.
Huh.
Did you see that?
I noticed. Well, if you click the gizmos word,
Turns them all off.
yeah.
Are the gizmos useful at all?
Maybe
So
not.
far, they're not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what I've been doing for HUD stuff is I take the game view and I drag it below the scene view so I can see both at once. Because if you go into the game view, you'll see.
Oh, I see. Yes.
Yeah, like-
and so you actually move it to a different thing.
Yeah, because the health bar is part of the HUD, which is visible only in that because it's attached to the camera.
Got it. Okay. and the HUD is a canvas.
Mm-hmm.
It's an overlay in screen space. Yeah, okay. And so we can just add objects to this, right? And is the HUD a prefab already?
No. No, it could be.
So if I were to do this,
Cool. Yeah,
now it's a prefab.
yeah, it's interesting. I feel like I would make like the health bar, the health container, and like the inventories section different prefabs,
Okay.
depending on how we want to reuse parts of the HUD. I don't know.
So you'd want to but you'd have to add those two prefabs. Can a prefab contain another prefab?
No, I guess I'm thinking the HUD is not necessarily prefabricated because it's just a canvas. It's like an empty almost.
But that means we'd have to reconstruct the components of the HUD for every level, right?
Oh, I see. Yeah, good point. I guess the prefab could probably contain other prefabs. Yeah, yeah.
Like, is that even possible?
Let's find out. Do you want to drag the health container?
Yeah. So you're saying like
Oh, you were in it actually. If you go back to the prefab HUD editor,
you're saying I can just drag this out? Oh shit.
indeed you can.
Yeah.
Can you? Well, that's really weird. Oh, that's actually pretty cool. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And I like that there is a canvas environment that's sort of wrapped into that. That's not, that's like not an object. Neat.
Right. Okay. So what is the proper way to be orienting myself here? Is it this way or is it this way? I think Z increases towards
That's a really good question.
away from the camera, right?
Yeah.
Because I think we're opposite OpenGL. Now, so if I'm correct, this is going to be it.
Cool.
And what I want...
Oh, let's go back to the prefab HUD anyway. So you can... So what I've been doing is just using focus mode, like hit F with the prefab selected, with the HUD selected.
This?
In
Or
the hierarchy,
this?
yeah.
Yeah. Oh, okay. So if I like did this and I hit focus mode,
Oh man, it's not going Z down. Damn.
did I just move something?
I am not sure. Well, F was a bad suggestion.
Well, it worked initially. It works here. Honestly, I'm not sure what F is doing there. Okay, so this is kind of it.
Mm-hmm.
And then how do I get a 3D object into this?
I'm not sure we can put 3D objects in the HUD. If you add, so it's a canvas to canvas. Oh, it's quite easy. Oh, come on. I guess everything is 3D at the end of the day.
Yeah.
So,
okay, so what's the right way to do this?
well, so if you just drag the FBX for like the metal material, it'll just show up. It's probably a mesh, yeah. Sorry, yeah. Building material, I guess I called it, yeah. So you just drag that in and it shows up? That's bizarre.
Like in here.
They suggested adding a button and putting it in the button, and I think the reason is that the UI elements are oriented sort of in the 2D canvas plane. So maybe,
Yeah, where did I just add and where did it go?
I don't know. We should maybe click on the HUD and make sure it's using the screen space camera. Is there a different render mode? Yeah. Oh, and it needs the main camera. Okay, interesting. That'll be part of setting up the prefab then. I don't think it goes in here because that's a different camera than the one we're using, right?
Ridiculous. How come I can't delete it? I guess I've deleted from the hierarchy. Hang on a second. The health container here is at. Okay, that's cool.
Yeah, I think that's why they suggested adding it under a UI button, because the orientation is just different.
So the button is a container?
Or a panel? Yeah, this is the anchor. They do something special. I think that seems to be implied by both of these. Interesting.
It's the word just popping up here. So
well,
do we not need a camera then? I'd rather not have it there if we don't need it.
I don't think it belongs to the prefab. I think in the scene we'll have to attach the camera to the HUD.
Yeah, but I don't want to have to add the camera every time I add the HUD.
That's fair. Then
and it shouldn't matter, right? Like nothing else should care about that camera except for the overlay.
Yeah, that's fair.
I think, but I don't know what the restrictions are on the camera. So if we add a panel, is that just a transform?
Well, it's everything is under UI. Whole different set of objects. Yeah. Yep. Cool.
Oh, huh. Okay. Let's just call it panel for now. I don't know how to give it a good name.
Sure. So that's like, yeah, that is a full width. So now if you put the mesh underneath that, what do we get?
Okay, and the transform is all messed up. Just stick it at the origin for now. Set this. Oh, did the scale not get applied in Blender?
Oh, shit. My bad. Yeah.
And it is incredibly tiny.
Well, I'm not clear on how big the screen it's rendering is here. Can you put it back to 1? I think it actually might be fine at 1.
Well, I'm just comparing it to the size of the health bar here, right?
Yeah, if you save right now and go back to the scene. Wow. Okay, you know it's really tough. Can you take that and drag it to like a third to the left?
Like this?
Yeah. Cool. It's tough because the game view you're looking at has a building material smack in the center of the game view that should be showing the HUD, so it's really hard to tell what's happening. Yeah. That seems good. Okay, so that's in pixels. Okay. Interesting.
So shouldn't it be showing up in game view right now?
You're still editing the prefab. I would save and maybe go back one just to. I would have expected that to show up, yeah. Can we add the camera to the HUD since it's looking for it? In the scene view, sorry. Like, can we add the camera we're looking through to the HUD?
Like this.
Yeah, I think so. Like, I mean, I think just drag the main camera onto that. I don't know. There, it just showed up.
Yeah, but it's in the perspective of I don't think that's right. We'd need a second camera, right? We need a fixed camera that's,
Interesting. I see.
which is why I wanted to put the camera in the HUD itself.
Gotcha.
So let me try this.
Cool.
Let's make a camera,
That makes sense.
and its position is going to be 0, 0, negative 20. I don't really know what that's going to be. And then this camera.
Does this count as a scene?
Oh,
Yeah.
I see. Yeah.
It's a prefab scene. Interesting. Okay. Okay. So now if you click on that camera, I can't see the left side of that preview, but does it show our thing? Ah, that's annoying.
No, it doesn't show us anything. We've got this skybox in here.
Weird.
Is the camera facing the right way?
Huh.
If I select the camera, does it not show up in here? It doesn't. Like there's no object in the prefab
Ah, weird.
that represents the camera.
Oh, it's really confusing.
I don't want to clear to. What did I just do there? I hit the R button. The R button scales.
What?
Yeah, if I go to move and I hit R, it goes to the scale.
Oh, that top bar is QWERTY. Yeah, you can get from grab to move to rotate with QWE, so that makes sense.
Oh.
I just learned that yesterday.
Okay, so the camera is continuing to lose its position here. So if I change it to negative 20. Okay, cool. That's what I would expect. Okay, so you can see that the camera can see the HUD now, right?
Ah, nice. Okay, yeah.
I wish there was a way of being a little bit more deterministic about this. This feels a little cheesy.
This doesn't seem quite right to me, yeah. How does this get into the scene? Do we render two cameras?
Yeah, and then I don't want there to be perspective. I think I want it to be orthographic. Is that?
I think that's
that
right,
possible?
yeah.
That's ortho. Okay, so now it doesn't need to be quite as far, right?
It doesn't need to be far at all, yeah. Neat. -1 is the same value. Sick.
What happened to the game view?
Well, we're looking through this camera, I guess. I think when you leave the prefab HUD, it'll switch black. I guess I don't quite comprehend what two cameras are going to do in competition. What happens if you hit play? What does it do
Well, the
now?
camera should. the HUD camera should just like you have an implicit HUD camera. We had one even when we didn't add one. There's some implicit camera that is
Okay, so
used to define how you render even the health bar, right? And so
yeah,
this new camera should be doing the exact same thing.
what happens if we just hit play? Like, what are we getting? Ortho. Okay. Um, Jeff, I noticed the interesting. We're still passing the main camera into the HUD prefab.
Here,
Yeah, you can just reset it, I think. Oh, God.
is that like a
It's
right click?
yeah, revert. Okay, so now I see two cameras.
So that's an improvement.
Did we modify the main camera by changing when we changed the other camera to ortho because it was in the reference? That's not how I thought this worked.
I don't think so.
Nope. Okay.
Yeah. It's almost as if this camera is taking over the rendering pipeline, right? It's like somehow it's coupled to, and I kind of get that. It's like, how do you tell this to say, like, this is the camera that we're using to render the HUD, which I thought we did here, but then the HUD is a canvas that is being like composited over the game view, right?
Yeah.
Because when it was well, I guess it was an overlay. That's funny. I changed it to overlay and the game view didn't change. Maybe I need to save this and go back. Now when I play, the implication of the game view is that I'm not going to see anything, right? Yeah.
Huh.
So
Oh.
overlay was the original thing, right?
Oh. Okay. Wait. Hang on.
Yeah.
Multiple cameras in Unity. What is the depth value of these two cameras? This is going to be really annoying.
One of them is 0. The
Okay.
HUD one is 0.
The camera with a higher depth value is rendered over one with the lower depth value, if that helps. Also, I'm not sure, do we want to get rid of the clear flag on this one? Are we writing over the other one, maybe?
Well, it needs to delete itself, right? Like, or else.
Okay. So the other, I'm trying to figure out what rendered over means in this context then.
Well, I want it to be solid color, and the background should just be like 100%. It is like it should just be completely. It's just all alpha, right?
So what is the depth value of our main camera? And which one do we want to be rendered over the other one? I think we want this one rendered on top of the other one. Is that right?
Yes.
So this needs a depth of 1. Anything greater than the default. All right, and now you're playing with fire. I don't know what comes there.
Why did it suddenly start working when I just changed it?
It's suddenly. What do you mean? It suddenly started working?
Like this went from showing just pure blue to now showing the objects of the scene.
Oh.
Did you notice that? It was 0 before and it was showing nothing.
Interesting.
And this is still going to be ortho, right? Like, I still think. I don't know what the fuck it's doing now. There are 2 audio listeners in the scene. Okay.
Oh, that got much worse somehow.
I feel like this camera has like a bunch of behavior that's coupled to it that we don't want. Oh, it has an audio listener on it, right? But all we're really saying is like, I want a camera that allows me to define how this health bar and this uh 3D mesh is rendered, but I don't want it to actually affect what's going on in the main scene. And I feel like by attaching the camera to this canvas, it should just do it.
Mhm.
But for some reason, this camera, its mere presence is like confusing the rendering pipeline somehow.
Yeah.
Because this is how I would do it if I was writing my own engine, right? Like you'd just like render, you'd have two render paths, like one render path, you'd render the HUD to a texture.
Mhm.
That's the size of the screen. And it would be all alpha. And then you would just like just draw that texture over the main game view, right? If that
Yeah.
makes sense. Or you would just draw these things like in a second pass, right?
Mhm.
Like think
So,
about how we would do this in WebGL, right? We would basically render the main scene, and that would all get rendered. And then after that, we'd have another loop over all the HUD objects,
mhm.
and we'd render them. And if we had any 3D objects, we need to make sure that we like position them relative to a camera that was just for the HUD, right?
so, so according, I found one article and it looks a lot of it, but it seems like we want this to be depth only clear and depth of one. Let's see what. Hey. Okay, so let's do this. I'm really curious what that's going to do because I love that it's showing both views now.
Yeah.
I think the other thing to do is to set culling masks to our UI and game objects separately.
Oh, yes.
Yep,
Okay, yeah.
there you
Yeah.
go.
And if I get hurt here, what happens?
Renders. Cool. Neat.
Okay, so a culling mask here.
It's right below clear flags. Yeah. So that yeah, this is like make a new layer. Oh, there is UI right there. So we could turn nothing and then turn UI on. And we have to make sure that our 3D objects are on the UI layer. You might
UI.
you might want to
There
edit this
UI.
in. Oh, okay, cool.
In the prefab.
In the prefab, yeah. Oh, so it actually set the UI stuff. That's great.
Nothing. UI.
So the building material is not on the UI layer, and that's what's missing. And now it's just
Okay, that's there. And
Cool.
then we need to make sure that the scene camera.
doesn't draw the UI layer.
Yes. No UI.
Cute.
Progress.
That feels real. Why does that not work? Nice.
Okay. Excellent. Okay, so that's awesome.
Yeah.
So if we go back to the prefab HUD, now I need to figure out where everything is. Mm-hmm. Did it hide it from the scene view when we unchecked everything?
Oh, that would be funny. Do you have gizmos off? Turn on gizmos. That's hilarious.
Dang.
Well, I mean, you can see it all in the game view or that, yeah.
Is this just buggy? Is that what we're experiencing right now? Is it
Is it buggy or is it just that it's? Hmm. I don't know.
Like if I just like delete this camera, things suddenly appear.
Okay. Uh, does the camera need to be on the UI layer? Does that matter?
Oh, huh.
Not to Unity. Is the prefab HUD on that like at the very root level as well?
It's just the scene renderer. Like I don't want it to show me what's in the camera. Just show me like if I disable the camera.
It's the presence of the sub camera. Huh.
Oh, I see. It's these tiny things here.
Oh, it actually. I think it's. Is it rendering just in this ortho one projection? It must be. Do click on the health container and hit F. Always try focus when in doubt.
No, I see it. It's it's
Use
got
it.
this one thing here. What's that?
Try F. Like click on the panel or the health container and hit F. Oh, I guess you're getting there.
Yeah.
I guess because it just ortho projects it to size 1. I think on the right side your viewport rect is 0y 0x width and height of 1. So you could probably make this bigger for yourself.
Sorry, say that one more time.
I think the viewport rect when in ortho is actually literal units in the scene space. Right below clipping params in the camera settings.
Okay.
You can make it a bigger width and height. I think that might be. I don't think it's necessary because it's
What
working.
units are these?
Put units anything in Unity.
Well,
Is it
I mean
is it meters
relative
or is
to
it
like
pixels?
screen
Yeah.
space. Yeah. I don't know what this is actually changing.
I'm not sure either. I wouldn't
It's in
change
viewport coordinates. So no, this is only if you wanted to draw like half the screen for the UI.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And then I'm surprised if the far plane is at 1000, the transform is at negative 5000. So what if I did negative 1000? Shouldn't matter where the camera is. It should be like negative 10 should be fine, but I don't know why.
It's weird that negative 10 wasn't. Yeah.
I'll just do negative 100 here.
Cool.
Okay. And then I'm going to zoom in here. Oh shit. How do I dolly?
Oh shit.
Or I was just using, oh, here we go. It's middle click.
Nice.
All right. Now I'm dollying like really slow for some reason. Oh, that's so annoying.
Huh.
Like, why is it slow all of a sudden, and then if I zoom out, it's fast? What difference does it make? Do you see how I'm moving incredibly slowly now?
I do not understand why that's happening. Yeah, it's like you're moving the same unit at different distances, but doesn't really make sense. Well, regardless, this is cool.
What's the normal position you would see this thing in?
Yeah, kind of like that angle, I think. I'm sad that doesn't immediately reflect in the game HUD. That's too bad.
I just need to save it. Yeah.
There we go.
Um,
I'd also you could give it the glow material if you wanted.
maybe scale it down. Is there any way to do this uniform? Do you know?
Ooh, I don't. What happens if you hold shift?
Command seems to do something. Alt is not it. Let's just look it up.
Well, damn, that's what I want to happen.
Is there another way to scale than to hit S and like because I don't have like a general scale handle, right?
What happened? What does the gray handle in the center do if you grab it?
Uh,
Hey,
clever.
is it? I don't think that's very good UI.
I don't think it's very good UI either. Okay, and then oh, this is snapping. I don't want that. I turned it off. Is there another snap down here?
Huh.
Is it ProGrid?
Oh, it's yeah.
Toggles the snapping on and off. Is this the snap?
That one.
Off. Whew!
Ah, much better.
What a relief.
Cute.
And then I guess I'm kind of oriented weird. All right. Okay. So that was a major battle. You're saying we give it a glow material as well?
Yes, the material to glow. White glow is our default one right now. Yeah.
Okay.
Huh.
Got white glow.
Whew, beautiful. So the other thing you can do is I made a component for changing the color because I got really annoyed at that.
Oh yeah, totally.
So you can add a glow color component to this if you want to set it to whatever.
What does it glow in the game?
Yeah.
No, I mean what color is that?
Oh, it's got an enum you can choose.
Oh, because different materials have different colors?
Just add the glow color component from the sidebar. You'll see.
Game colors?
Where did I put this? Maybe it ended up under pickups. Util.
Util.
It's a
Okay.
util. You can just pick a color. They all glow. But that one is purple in the game.
Oh, white. I picked the same one. Purple. Disappointing. It doesn't take an effect here.
Really?
Maybe it needs to actually run.
Huh. Well, that's too bad.
All right, let's
It might. It's a runtime setting.
check out the fruits of our labor here.
Ruh-roh.
Health bar is currently open.
Oh. Yeah. Give it a save. I don't know why it wants. Cute.
Okay, so one problem is that our panel is rendering over this.
Oh, yeah, we can probably take away that color.
So that's this. Back or color. 100% alpha. Yeah, much better. Woo!
Nice.
All right. So now, did we need a panel? I'm not convinced that we need this.
Take it out and see what you get. All right. So I think the reason you wanted that is that if you wanted to orient it in any way relative to the screen, the panel is required. Because right now you're just in this sort of like negative pixel position space.
I mean, so is this, right?
No, because this is you can snap to any corner and do stretchy bits. It has a spring and strut orientation that the other objects don't.
Oh, so you're saying I need a div to stick it in.
Basically, yeah, that's the nice way to put it.
Okay, that's fine.
I think it's okay if we don't, but it is nice to just be like the panel is like.
Oh, so that's why you wanted to stick it in a button, because the button could be the positioner, right?
Yeah, I think that's why that thing came up. But panel seems like it does the same thing.
Okay.
Everything in the UI should have the same things. We can turn off the panel color, and it's the same. Buttons have a.
Now, if I wanted to orient text next to it, like,
Yeah, the panel
would it be in the panel or
Yeah.
would it be outside the panel?
I'd put it in the panel.
Okay.
So let's put the panel. Let's put a background color back on the panel so we can see it. Cool. Okay. Great. So, in the rect transform, click on the thing that says stretch stretch, and let's make it top left. In the inspector. Yeah.
Sorry, make this one.
Top left. Yeah.
This one.
Uh-huh. And then our width and height, set them both to like, I don't know, 100. Cool. And then position X 0, position Y 0, which should snap right over the health bar. Yeah. Great. Okay.
Oh, and then the building material needs to be.
Yeah. Also, it now you can zero it out and orient within this thing that is like a local space, which is going to be nicer. Great. And the text is also in there. Yeah.
And then so I can orient the panel. Is that what you're saying?
Exactly. And now it is attached to that side of the screen, always. Which is nice. Yeah.
Oh, I see. And this is like this would be like the CSS left and top properties where I'm kind of just like manually offsetting it.
Yeah, this is more like interface builder. Springs and struts are kind of like position absolute, but they're somewhere between that and flexbox. I haven't seen springs and struts in a long time. I'm sad to be familiar with them.
And this is some number, right?
Yeah.
Guess it's gonna be 0 by default.
Let's start there. We only have Arial. We need to bring in another font. The font is an asset.
And I'm guessing, font size.
So I think it's outside the panel view, which is why I wanted to give it a background color, because yeah, we can kind of see the bounds more clearly.
Okay, so this just needs to be a bit wider.
That's annoying. Is it oriented around its own center? That's too bad.
Yeah, I guess that vaguely makes sense. And here's the text. It still appears to be minuscule.
Damn.
Or totally invisible, actually. Text?
It does.
It says hello.
I do not see it. Can you make the width a lot larger, actually, like width 300?
This one?
Actually, if you go down in the inspector, the text settings, paragraph, vertical overflow truncate, it's just cutting your line off. Because you made it bigger than the height of the one line. It's very dumb.
I made it bigger than the height of what?
So you gave it a font size of 40, and the height of the text rect is only 30 pixels. So since it overflowed the single line, it just decided to cut it off. This is better. Yeah.
Okay. This is...
I know. Do you want a whole different crappy UI paradigm? Because we got it.
So there's like a rectangle that the text goes into, so because it'll do like line wrap and that kind of thing.
Yeah, okay. Exactly.
I get it now. Arial's like the ugliest font in the world.
It's a bad font. Nice.
And it is left aligned.
I have not figured out the rest of these options yet. I'm sure there's a better way to do this than what we're doing, but good enough.
Yeah, one could spend a long time trying to tweak and optimize this.
And we shall.
Yeah. Okay. Sweet Lord.
Okay,
Okay.
there. I was gonna say add a second one for the turret cores.
Ah, shit. Yeah.
I mean, just drag it down and change the mesh.
Yeah.
I've been I've been calling these metal for what it's worth.
Metal.
Metal. Like we have metal and we have cores. I don't know.
Oh,
Nice. Very nice.
and then this just needs a different mesh altogether, right?
Mm-hmm. Core, yeah.
Ooh, this is like a bunch of stuff.
Oh, the core. Well, the core has a wireframe. The metal boxes weirdly are the only ones that don't, because I thought they were just too wally. Oh boy, what have I done? I forgot to apply all my scales. I'm sorry. Oh, and this needs to go on the UI layer. The layers actually make a lot of sense now.
Yeah, just change the children.
Cool. All right,
Okay.
that's a good start. That looks great. Ship it.
And then would you want a fancy material on that? They're yellow, right?
Oh yeah.
The wireframe
It
is
gets the glow, and then the core gets the
this is
black. Yeah.
black.
Hmm. And then you add the glow color. Can you not do it from the add component button? I didn't think you had to drag those in there.
I can.
Okay. Cool.
Okay.
That's one of the reasons I picked components, because I was like, we can add these easily.
Oh wait. Oh wait, you should be able to play now.
That should work.
Hey, look at that. And we got our perspective back.
Looks awesome. Is it? Oh, you know.
What?
There's no bloom because there's no post process volume on the camera. On the HUD camera.
Yeah, we'll add that
Later.
in
Yeah.
post. Yeah.
Nope.
Okay.
I'm just
So
understanding what I'm seeing.
how
Yeah, how do I connect these? Well, how does the health bar work right now? What did I do for that? Because that's got a component.
yeah, it's just got a component in it and it looks for the local player and pulls it out. This is fantastic. I love it.
So we could add a UI folder to our scripts actually, and this would be the first one of them.
You want to add a UI folder?
I think so. If we're gonna have a bunch of these little things.
New folder. Here we go.
Well, that was not where I expected it to be.
I expect it to be the first option, to be totally honest.
Yeah, same.
Okay, which means that some kind of mayhem has happened in my prefabs here.
Mm-hmm.
So the first thing I do is to repair that one prefab.
That's smart.
Is it missing a script? Where is the script?
It's on
No,
health
health
bar.
bar. I will fix it. Please open prefab mode. I'm in
You're in
prefab
prefab
mode.
mode. Oh, nope. We made health container its own prefab. Open that prefab.
Oh shit.
This is so helpful of us. I'm sorry I suggested it. There we go.
Does this need to be its own prefab?
You could kill it for now.
I'm afraid that I don't know how. Like, if
Oh.
I killed the prefab, would it die inside the HUD?
Well, if you want to do that, you can right click and say unwrap or go to prefab menu. Unpack completely. Or that. Now it's not a prefab.
Saving failed.
Holy shit. What?
First of all,
Maybe that'll do it.
it saved this time. I think I just didn't like the fact that.
Cool. Yeah, it's probably not willing to save that.
Yeah. Okay. So just to clean things up, I'm gonna get rid of this.
Kill it.
May regret that, but we can spin these out to their own prefabs if we wanted to.
Easy
right?
enough to do, yeah.
Okay, so that health bar thing exists now, which means I can go to Visual Studio.
Whoa.
Oh, Command Shift S does not do what I thought it was gonna do.
Oh shit.
Health bar. Well, that's what the hotkey is.
It sure is. Huh.
Save at. Okay, maybe I didn't do Command Shift S and I did something else. Health bar. Inventory. HUD.
Yeah.
Did this not add the extension? Oh my god.
Where is it?
Well, this has some filter.
Oh, like
Yeah.
it won't show non-CS files.
That is obnoxious. It probably needs to be added to the solution now.
Add existing files. Oof.
Yeah, this thing is more of a database than it is a file system view. If that makes sense.
I can see that. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So now we need to actually grab the text values, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is there any way we can just set it?
Yeah, I mean, I'm setting some image stuff there. I think it's just you do private text.
I guess you can't do it from the, like, if I just pointed the prefab instances to it.
Oh, I mean, this is why I did it to local player.
Okay, got it. Yeah, okay. So this is a game object though, right?
No, private text. Just the word text.
This?
Uh-huh.
Yes.
Metal count, yeah.
Metals.
Maths, big maths energy.
Mm-hmm.
And set both to 0, yeah.
Well, text is a component, right?
Metals dot. Good
How do
point.
we look this up in the UI layer? I need to actually like get a pointer to these objects, right?
I think it's just text.text, yeah. Oh, right. So you have to add the component to something on here. I guess the prefab HUD.
Well, it's got to be something that this can point at, right?
Well, we have to add this to the I guess, the HUD level or an empty, but then just drag and drop the two text fields onto this so we can update them. Is that what you're getting at?
Yes. And it knows when I drag and drop that we're talking about the concrete instances and not okay, yeah, and it's not a prefab
Yeah,
by its
you're
very
in the
nature.
prefab. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I see what we're doing here. So the health bar script is here. What you were saying is like, let's just fucking add a script at this level,
Yeah, I
right?
mean, you're just gonna attach two pieces of text to it, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
The health bar script could be up there too.
Okay.
Oh,
I will deal with that in due time when I
wrong,
can handle it.
wrong one. It might maybe because it didn't compile. Yeah.
Stop complaining.
Okay, it's not gonna compile. Missing the curly brace, I think.
No, yes. Too true. Too
that,
real.
That should have been redder. That's the slow compile I was waiting for.
HUD.
So yeah, we gotta take the player inventory off of there.
Wait, how did this get in there?
You
Is
typed inventory, but it was the only one that was actually compiling. Yeah.
Sweet. Okay, so now this actually needs to be public, right?
Yes.
So that's
Sorry.
visible in the inspector. Oh my god, this is totally gonna work. Holy shit. Oh, fuck.
Isn't it the
I
worst?
clicked too hard. I clicked too hard. I need to click and hold. So the metal text, ba-bam, and the core text, ba-bam. Okay, all right.
I feel like I'm making you write CSS right now. I'm so sorry.
No, I'm glad. I'm into it. All right. So update. We'll just set this every frame. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, the health bar. The health bar does. Yeah.
Okay. Health bar. Let's bring it back. Okay. So if not network client, local player. Oh, this is clever. We just do nothing. Right?
Yeah.
And then the inventory.
Nice.
And then metals dot
text.
Text. I'm still getting. It's nice to know that people are trying to reach me.
For what it's worth, Zoom didn't send that over the wire.
No. Good for Zoom.
So I don't know if you got an embarrassing notification just now or not, but Twitch didn't.
Oh, really? I've always wondered about that because today I did not get embarrassing notifications, but I have got embarrassing notifications while on stream.
Well, and sometimes they do come through, but I think I know Tuple hides them. Zoom might have recently smartened up.
Maybe they figured it out.
Yeah.
Probably people don't want to know.
Only 2 years into the pandemic, but they had more important things to do, like staying awake or keeping their service online. Try get value?
I don't want to do it this time. What if this wasn't a map? What if it was just... one thing I don't love about this is when I do Command T, it's like this thing in the upper corner. I might not stick to this. I don't know. It's okay. I think it's just shit that I need to get used to. What if I just called this metals?
It's gonna be hard to
These are sync vars.
Yep.
Now, the reason why I'm willing to do it this way.
You can drop that sync list, by the way. I don't think we use it at all anymore.
Oh, good call.
Wait, we needed that though. Yeah.
Okay. The reason why I'm okay doing it this way.
Right now our inventory is 2 items, so.
Is that we're gonna have one HUD icon for each one of these things, right? So unless there's like gonna be like 50 of these, I think it's actually better to enumerate them, right? We don't have to do the whole like, is it in the map or not? Kind of.
I think that's right. Yeah.
Kind of dance. Right, in TypeScript, we'd make this an interface rather than a key value map, right? Same thing here.
The building material pickup script is going to need a little love, but honestly, it'll be more direct.
Yeah, we'll do it like this, basically. Inventory.materials.
It's gone.
Where we just switch on material type. In case.
Yeah.
What are our materials?
Metal and core, yeah.
Inventory metal amount plus equals 1, right?
That's nicer.
And eventually we could make the material type an enum because there's probably only like a finite number of things, right?
Yep, that's probably true.
Equals materials dot metal amount dot toString.
Nice.
It does have Command D though. I'm pleased about that.
That's good because I could not live without that one.
Yeah. I think that's it, man.
Let's pick up some stuff and see
if I can survive getting to that point.
Yeah, I know. I mean,
it's gonna be the hardest thing that I've done all night. Okay, I haven't crashed. I did crash.
Damn.
What?
Wait, what is it? Needs to be opened. Okay. What?
I'm not going to question it. I'm not going to question it.
Your health bar broke, which I'm very surprised. Well, not actually. We changed the heck out of that.
This is my survival mechanism here.
I mean, it's a darn good one. Once your turrets survive, you can survive.
Yeah, exactly. They're my canaries. Oh.
Damn. I'll go for the core at least.
Health bar is already spawned. Do not call instantiate.
Huh.
Okay. Alright, so we need to do a little bit of debugging. No problem. Inventory display. That is added to the HUD, is it not?
Yep.
It is. The text is there. Okay. Health bar. Did we break something?
Possibly.
Already spawned. Is it because I messed with the prefab? Did I?
I mean, maybe, but there's not another one of them.
Maybe I should have paid more attention to the to life.
I'm surprised by the health bar failure.
Okay, health bar already spawned.
Because it's not picking up the player health there either. It's just empty. And health care is empty. What? Why? Can we look at that in the prefab? I'm really curious what it's doing.
health bar. Did I mess with the anything in here? Filled. It's got the health bar script.
I think if you looked at the diff
It's
for
got,
this,
it's got a network identity.
yeah, I don't think there would be a diff for this one. Huh.
Um,
That's weird. And you didn't change the script, did you? No? Huh.
health bar. Inventory display. It's got to be something to do with the fact that we made it a prefab and then unmade it a prefab. Right?
Oh, absolutely. We 100% did that.
Yeah.
I'm not sure why, but we did it. You could remove the health bar script, run it, and then see if it still causes a problem. Why is it a network identity?
Why is it a network identity?
Yeah.
It doesn't. Oh, because it needs the. Well, it doesn't need to be a network behavior at all, does it?
Oh,
It
well,
should just be purely.
is it because it needs access to network client? Is that what's going
Oh,
on?
this is a global though, right? I
Oh,
don't think it.
let's take it back level, yeah.
Yeah.
Still need mirror.
Oh, we do need mirror, don't we?
Yeah.
And then the inventory display also is purely
Same thing, yeah.
amount of behavior.
Yeah, so let's take the network identity off of that. That'll be better. No unnecessary gizmos. Cool.
Okay. I am not convinced we did anything, but we'll see. I gotta change that default back. Okay, health bar's there. Let me do my thing. Oh yes. Ah!
All right,
Didn't do the thing.
we need to put a pickup in your save zone. You can do it.
Kill my own towers. That's great.
Oh yeah, gotta be able to do that. So can we, real quick, can we look at the player before you stop the game? I want to see if the prefab player has that in its inventory.
Oh yeah, totally. Well, what the hell?
Prefab
level?
player. It's just
Oh,
at the
okay,
root.
this
Yeah.
one. Player inventory. It's not actually incrementing.
There you go. Okay. So in base pickup, or no, in building material pickup, does this need to be a network? It's a sync var, shouldn't it sync?
This should be. What is base pickup?
Scriptable object. With a custom serializer for the network. Do we think, is the on picked up not getting called? I mean, health works. Health did work.
Yeah, this should be fine.
Huh?
Did health work?
I thought so. Did it go over the network? I mean, damageable health is a sync var, right? So
What is the actual material? We go to the pickups.
oh, did we get the names wrong? Did I capitalize it?
I don't know. Oh shit.
Sorry, you want to click on metal and turret core, the things with the new icons.
Oh yes, yeah, it's capitalized.
Or rename them in the UI.
What if I made an enum now? Is that
Oh,
bad?
do it. No, let's do it. Yeah. Perfect.
Is that too confusing? Just the word material is so overloaded in
I'm
games.
totally with you. Yeah.
Actually, I'll call it a building material.
Yep.
Why am I overthinking it?
Mm-hmm.
Um, metal core.
Nice. Huh. What's that about? Oh, public enum. The enum has to be public on line 3. Sorry.
Oh yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Such fuss in these Java-inspired languages.
I know.
Would you not say? Okay. So this should update once I.
Much better. Okay.
Or.
Uh-huh.
All right.
Perfect. Great call.
All is well. Except I didn't change the default to that again. Again. Oh. I'm enjoying myself. I don't mind having to do this every time.
Okay, good.
I'm having a good time. These sneaky bastards.
I mean, that part is pretty fun. I do want to give the player like 100 more hit points.
I think there's a couple different variables that we can kind of tune, I would say. Oh my god, it's updating. Holy shit.
Get that
Actually,
core.
having some kind of drop shadow or something on there might not be the worst thing in the world. Oh my god.
I would give it a little transparent black background, yeah.
Yeah. Does this not feel like 10 times the video game it did a little while ago?
These little polishes really turn into some good stuff.
So I can't build right next to this. I don't know what was being blocked out. Feels like a game, man.
Yeah, and the turret aiming actually not aiming through walls anymore feels a lot better.
Yeah. The turrets do snap, I notice. So maybe one thing we can do on the next iteration is to make them actually.
They snap. I thought look at was supposed to gradually. Huh. Maybe we got that wrong then.
Yeah, I think look at just.
I guess it doesn't take a delta, so you're right.
Yeah. Well, that's pretty cool. We got that in there.
Yeah. You give that panel like a little transparent black background because it'll be it'll be more visible.
I tend to agree with you.
You gotta find it first.
Yeah. Boy, it's no joke.
As I say, this is a baby game still, and we've got a lot of things going on.
Like, if I wanted to move this stuff around, would it break all the prefab relationships in the scenes? Like, if I move the prefab into like a subfolder now?
I don't think so.
So
I think what you did was you moved a script in the code editor instead of doing it in a Unity folder, where I think it would have reassociated.
Okay. I'm not sure about the scripts. I've moved scripts around in here and it still didn't figure it out.
Ah, really?
But I would hope that the prefab would figure it out.
Yeah, I don't think it cares. I hope not.
Yeah. Okay. So we wanted to give it like a wee bit of. Oh shit. This color picker is.
It's the
friggin'
worst.
Terrible. It's bad.
Mm-hmm.
Let's give it like. What does this go to? 255. What if you give it like 64?
Nice.
Is that a 69 joke?
It was a suggestion. You got close, but no cigar. Oh, they're overlapping. Ew.
Okay, we can fix that.
You gotta fix that.
We gotta fix it. Okay, first of all, core panel. Let's move you down.
Nice.
And is that fine? Should I just leave it this way?
That's fine. Yeah, I can see it on the left. It looks fine. We're gonna sort this out some more later. That looks great.
I can make these a little bit smaller. So let's make the panel. Let's make it only 80 pixels high. Right?
Okay.
Did it work?
Yeah, I'm looking at
Oh,
it.
yeah.
On the bottom view.
I need to save. Oh, you're looking at the bottom view. Okay. And then these two probably need to be cinched down a smidgen.
Just a smidge.
And then we've got a lot of clearance because you can have 65,535 metals.
A lot of materials.
A lot of materials. You gotta have materials. And then we'll cinch these guys down a little bit.
Hmm.
And then this dude can come back up.
Heck yeah.
Now I get HTML and why people want to do things in HTML. It's just way easier to do it in HTML.
I wish this was HTML, and I don't want to use the declarative, the whatever that if statement UI language, because it probably won't let us do the 3D stuff. I think we have to use.
Oh,
this.
you're talking about the immediate mode.
Yeah,
UI
that
thing?
one. I don't even remember the word because I've never had that before.
Okay.
Can you? Okay, yeah. I want to see this. Then I want you to do me a favor.
I hit the wrong button at the wrong time.
Oh, it won't even run the prefab mode.
Why does it even try to play the game if I have the prefab set?
I don't know. Can you click on the mesh? Oh, too fast.
The mesh.
Yeah, click
Of
on
which?
do the core, the one that contains both of them. One level up, yeah.
All right.
Can you add a pickup component to this and make it spin? Yeah. Just turn on,
All right.
just check the spin box and then it'll spin. Hell yeah.
Do we want the metal to spin as well?
Yeah, we should. It'll look great in the UI. It'll look gaudy.
I like Gotti.
Oh, just the mesh. The whole panel would be intense.
What do we call it?
It's pickup, yeah. Nice. It's an abuse of that component, but thank you. Nope, still in the prefab. Damn it.
Yeah.
I only realized
time.
after the button gets hit.
It's like in Arrested Development where he keeps touching that. Is it like a banana toaster or something like that?
Oh.
Like, what is he?
Oh, the cornballer. The
Cornballer. Yeah. Oh my God. Yes. I need to undo the rotation on the metal, but this is dope.
It's great. Thank you.
This is game design, man. This is pod racing. All right. Rotation back to a humorless 0. Yo, it's so ugly.
That's pretty bad.
Yeah.
Huh.
But I'm gonna just cinch it down. I've got control over this here.
True. Well, I think I see some mesh improvements to make on that one, so that would work better.
Where does it rotate around exactly?
That's what I'm wondering, yeah. It seems like it's rotating around the corner for some reason. Or it was.
Got cornballed.
It's that's a much more satisfying way to say it.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Look at my animated HUD.
It
is actually rotating around the wrong point. I
Yeah.
think. But it looks pretty sweet.
It's great. The icosahedron is wonderful.
They're like sharks or piranhas.
No, see, I think you can just make a run for it.
Nice.
That's one of the reasons I added turret aiming was because I wanted to be able to get there without them shooting through the walls once I got it here.
Yeah, the black background's not quite working. I think it needs to be darker. Yeah?
Is it on at all? I can't even see it.
It's on. It's
Okay.
just got the chromatic aberration going on underneath it.
Yeah, darker. Huh.
Okay. And let that be the last thing we do tonight.
Sounds good. That and maybe take the spinner off the mesh and make it rotated better again. It looked way better before.
Oh, I see what you're saying. I think I'm gonna go 50%. Is that bold?
Nice. It's bold, but I like it. For what it's worth, spin is only an option because the
You can take the DOM out of Silicon Valley, but you can't take the Silicon Valley.
Thanks.
It's like, it's bold. I like it.
It's bold.
It gets you here. It gets you right there.
I'd buy an NFT of that. Nice. Yeah. Oh, take the spinner off. Take the spinner off.
Oh, shit.
No.
Almost is a disaster.
Almost. Avoided. You gotta go all the way into the prefab for that shit.
I just forget what I'm doing like 2 seconds after I did it.
You know,
I'm
you know the phenomenon of like you walk through a door and you forget a thing? I feel like Unity just makes you walk through a lot of doors to get where you're going.
Yeah. And then you get cornballed.
Then you get cornballed.
Which I avoided doing that time. Thank you very much.
It's because you said it out loud.
It's because I was it's just really trying to prevent it from happening. Okay, this is dope.
That looks great.
This is dope. Oh, I'm gonna get killed. Oh, I shouldn't have gone this way.
Yeah, that is the hard way actually.
And then when I drive this way and I try to avoid getting killed, yeah, much more legible. Yeah. But still not.
Still pretty out there. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe the fact that the text is the same color as the lines in the game is not awesome.
That's gonna be hard to fix.
Look, this perspective is just like messed up. It means our code in Manchester is fine. See that?
Oh yeah, it's great, right? We wrote the correct code the first time.
Yeah,
I feel good about that.
What if? Did you hate it last time when we went ortho?
No, I really didn't.
I mean, it's kind of boring right now. We need to get some offset in there, right?
Yeah, but I think it's a cool look.
Aha, I healed.
Nice.
Oh boy. So what was the offset of the camera that we did last time?
Oh, I forget.
Z doesn't matter, right?
Z doesn't matter.
What if we increase this?
Whoa. That looks a little better. Maybe an X of... Whoa.
Oh.
Your directions are going to be weird.
They are going to be weird.
Yeah. Do an X of like 1 or 0.5. The Y5 was good. I liked Y5. That should at least feel drivable.
Yeah.
That looks pretty cool. X of negative 0.5 would be closer to what we had a second ago. Or 10 times that.
Yeah.
That looks like the game.
It looks a bit like the game. Oh god, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die.
Oh.
I died. So now I'm gonna have to like do this again.
That was some righteous steering though. But that does look cool.
And that's our stream for tonight. Everybody.
That's it.
Yeah.
Nice work. Good job. Good job writing all that CSS.
Yes, with my probably 20% functional brain tonight, we stumbled through and we've got a HUD now.
Yes. Damn right we do. All right, cool. I'm gonna stop the stream and we'll be back on Thursday.
Yeah.
Good night.